All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Philip Anglade with FXProNow.com, and let me click on my actual mic itself. All right, everybody. Hope all is well. If anything, we'll be getting started in the next probably like 5 minutes or so. So as people are logging on, if anything, everybody go ahead and put in the chat where you're calling in from. Yeah, before you, where you calling in from, your name and where you're calling in from. About to see how much since the past trades that I sent out from last week, how much I'm up as this loads. So on the gold, I'm up 150 pips, and on the AUD, I'm up 42 pips. Man, like, it's so crazy. Like, on AU, it'll look like it moved something crazy, and you look and it's like, bro, like, it hardly even moved anything. But hopefully you caught those pips as well. If anything, also put in the chat if you got into the trades from last week. What's going on, Greg? What's going on, Michael? I'm happy to see like you're still here with us. What's going on, Zach and Miguel? You know what's so funny? You can be able to look at the demographics of the people that like watch your channel and stuff like that, and that thing says like 90% men or something like that. Before it was a higher women ratio, so we're gonna have to get some women on here, okay? What's going on, Trudy and Gregory and Linda? Yeah, we're gonna have to get more women on here. And the population for Australia was pretty high as well. What's going on, Berlin? So we're gonna have to get the population back up in Australia. All right. So all you guys in Australia, go ahead and continue to share the love, Australia. I loved it out there, man. Believe me, like I talk about it all the time. So what's going on, St. Quisha? If anything, we'll probably get started pretty soon. Before I even get started, are there any questions that you guys would like for me to go over during the session to bring more value to you guys? They do have the best trading hours. Sheesh. You know what would be like amazing trade hours for me? Like right when Amy goes to sleep. So I have a daughter, she's 1.5. And she goes to sleep about like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sometimes 8. Believe me, I'd like to come back. All right. And if I could be able to have, I gotta find out where is it, like London really starts moving at about like 2 a.m. Like the market really starts moving about 2 a.m. all the way through till like 6 a.m. is when I like the movement of the market, right? So from 2 to 6 a.m. So where in the world, if somebody wants to find this for me before we get started, if anything, I'll find it for myself. I'm gonna write it down because I want to know. So where in the world is 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. to, I guess, what, 10, 11, 12 to 1 a.m., I'm guessing. So where does this equal? Where it's 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern, but over there it's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. So wherever that is, I want to be. And I wouldn't be surprised it's Australia. No. It has to be somewhere else, like India, probably. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and man, I'm so like blessed to be able to have an audience to speak to. I'm so blessed to be able to I thought that was my daughter. Sorry. To share that, like they're having a party, like right there. Anyways, so I'm so blessed and honored to be able to share this world of Forex, because it's changed the game for me, and I know for a fact if somebody takes this thing seriously, it'll change the game for somebody else as well. And what I know is the fact that over time, like, yeah, it does take time to really get this and stuff like that, but if you have the right mentor, I think it could really work for you, honestly. Thank God I've learned from the best, honestly. And things are different for me. So my goal is to constantly share this world and constantly share how simple this world can be when it comes to Forex. You know, and for the most part, I do it for free. What I'm literally doing is showing you exactly what I look at when it comes to the markets, and I just share it to everybody else. From last week, we got into some good trades. It's the first time in a while, I guess, that I have actually been on the markets and actually following it. I've just been really busy, and that's just how I work. If I'm busy, I do not trade. I just don't. But now that I kind of settled down a little bit, you know, I'm back on the market and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on what we call Mondays This Week in the Markets, where I literally show you exactly what I'm doing, and you know, maybe you could be able to actually benefit from it financially. All right, so let's go ahead to desktop number 2. All right, let's close this one out. All right, where are we? Where is my thing? Okay, here. So let's go ahead and just get started with, if anything, AU. So this has just been a beauty, honestly. I put out a chart breakdown of this actual trade in detail on our actual YouTube. So what I would definitely suggest is to go ahead and click on the subscribe button. So anytime I put out a new video, you'll be able to get access to it right away. What I actually do is mostly at the end of the week, I'll show like the best trade of the week, but I put out 2 videos this week on specifically this. Right. So what I saw from the beginning is the fact that if we were to go to the daily time frame, it's obvious, like this is pushing down. It's been doing this since the beginning of last year, which is interesting, on the downtrend. And it'd have been beautiful to be able to catch all that, you know, but maybe it'll start here. But what I found kind of interesting is this area, all right, and this area right here kind of look similar, kind of, where you actually see higher highs and higher lows forming on this daily time frame, right? And then over here, see 1, 2, 3, the same thing here. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, right? So I just found that kind of interesting. Yes, the downtrend continued, and then it got into a bit of consolidation where people didn't know if it was going to continue to the upside, but then finally dropped. Anyways, we saw that price found some level of support here, and with that level of support, we saw the fact that price started to make higher highs and higher lows. At that point over here, I was wondering, okay, were the sellers done? The sellers picked up strong, right? Very, very strong. And with that being the case, there was a lot of movement, specifically here. And think about it. With these long-term traders, they have take profits. And with those take profits, you know, the trade is closed. So all the movement to the downside from here, all of these take profits were hit. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, were there still enough sellers in the market to continue this movement to the downside later on? That was just something that was in my mind. I'm like, okay, I really don't know if there are still enough, right? So now fast forward to where we are currently. So what I was talking about last week was on the H4 time frame, we saw the fact that price was starting to slow up. Price, you know, it had a lot of buyers movement to the upside. Then price started to slow up a bit. With that being the case, I'm like, okay, it's probably ready to continue to the downside, right? So what I want to do is I want to just pull out my fibs just to see, okay, where is it at when it comes to the fibs from this movement down here, right? So let's pull out fibs from point A here to point B here. Let me go ahead and take out all these other ones, because I know you're probably like, what's going on? All right, so from point A here, point B here, right? So point B at the highest wick, point A at the highest wick over here, the highest bearish wick, and then point B is supposed to be on this bearish wick right here, but that's just too crazy. I'm not putting it all the way down there. So I'm just gonna put it right here, right, where we find a level of support. And then from there, we got to see where our point C goes. And where did it go? Directly at this 61.8. Beautiful. All right. So if we were to look a little closer, the H4 is correlated with the M30. Right. You'll learn that in the course. Either way. Now, remember that 61.8 line is a green one. It's this one specifically. Okay. So we see that it lines up with this pretty well. And that purple line right here, if we're going to go back to the H4 time frame, what you'll actually see is that price never closes past this area right here. So you see that body of the candles right here. Well, the body of the candles close right at that point as well, right? And then price never goes past there, right? So I just wanted to highlight that purple. So specifically at 61.8 kind of lines up with that purple, right? Nice. So what you'll see is the fact that once I saw that was at 61.8, I'm like, okay, cool. I feel good for the sells. All right. So I just got in. I don't know exactly where I got in. It doesn't matter. I got in somewhere around here. Right. And it was consolidating and it was going up and down, up and down. I didn't care because the entire move is what I'm looking for. Not just, you know, just nothing. Anyways, so price started to push down. And then once I saw the fact that price closed past this area right here, which in my opinion was like the lowest area that it needed to actually close past. So right here is the lowest area. Price closes under this area right here, right? Because I consider this noise, I consider this as the move from, this is the higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. Yes, this broke it right here, but this is okay, but kind of focusing on this one, right? So let's say lower low, whatever. Lower high, you can call this like a higher low, I guess. Lower high, and then this is the lower low, right? You see how I'm kind of skipping all this noise and stuff like that? I'm just looking at the lowest points and the highest points. Anyways, so price breaks this area right here. Once I saw that it broke this area, I knew it was going to retrace. It retraced. Beautiful, right? And then a continuation. Once I saw that it did that, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm good. It doesn't matter what happens after that. I'm going to keep my trade until the duration of where this trade is going to go. What happened? Price continued to the downside. Beautiful. Literally right where it's at right now, right? Which was the 19th. Today is the 21st. 2 days, right? But you got to be patient in this. Anyways, price goes crazy to the upside, and I could just tell like some people were probably like, ah, like I was up. Me, I was calm. Now why? Because the thing is, remember that purple line is on the H4 time frame, right? Well, being the fact that that purple line right there, as long as price never clears this area right here, it will stay pushing downwards. This is simple market structure. Okay, let's go back to the M30. As long as an M30 or an H4 candle does not close on top of here, we are good, right? Anyways, so what we now, with that being the case, that's one. Now, another thing is we see that price finds a major finds a major candle that closes all the way up here, right? And what I was telling the team is, the people that are have actually taken our course, is as long as price does not, based on the 730 time frame, close on top of this area right here, right? Like a full candle close on top of this purple line right here, right? Then it will continue to the downside because it's holding structure. And that's exactly what it did. We see that price continues to make lower lows and lower highs under this area and continue to push to the downside. Let's look at the H1 time frame so that we can see less noise even more. You can see it clearly over here, right? And what do we see? Price continuing to make lower lows and lower highs. I actually entered in another entry right here because I saw the fact that it is made, like I kind of have a rule of three that I haven't made a rule yet, if that makes sense. So we see the fact that price holds its structure here based upon this area up here. So we have, this is 1, 2, 3, and it's still doing it. Yeah, I'm good. Let's continue. All right. So now the take profit. Where's my take profit? Now, usually, remember, I'm making my assumption based upon this entire H4 move. So point A, point B, point C. Point D will be negative 27%. So let's go ahead and add that on. All right. Negative 27%. So my take profit has to be this negative 27% over here, right? Now that's kind of far. Put it like that, all the way down here. This is usually my take profit with no issue. Right, so this is about a 300 pip move. Beautiful, love it. Right, now here's the thing. What if it's not a downtrend anymore? What if it's actually an uptrend? What if all of the sellers have been like taken out, essentially? What if this was the start of the up move and this is an up move right here? Yes, it technically broke structure, but because of this, what if we'll see this turn into an uptrend? I don't know. If you think about it, there hasn't really been a real pullback at all over here. Let's look at the weekly time frame. We do see a level of support right here. We do see a level of support right here. You know, so what I'm personally doing is I'm playing both sides. I'm playing, okay, yes, this is pulling down, amazing, right? But what if it's actually about to turn into an uptrend and this is just a pullback, right? So what I'm personally doing is I'm doing this, point A here, point B up here at that purple line, that level of resistance. My point C, 38.2. Now, why do I call 38.2? Because this is the first point of structure. This is the first higher low that could be truly considered a higher low. With that being the case, we do see the fact that this 38.2 at this 0.71 area is in confluence with my weekly key level. So you see that green box right there. This is around my take profit. this is actually my first take profit. So I have many entries, right? So my first exit is going to be at this area right here. And I'm not even gonna think about it, I'm just gonna get out, right? And if it continue to push down, amazing. But if not, then what if it will continue to push up, you know? But no matter what, I still have space to the downside, you know? So 38.2 is gonna be my first take profit, 61.8 will be my next one. And if it continues, beautiful. Then I'm going straight for here, all right? But if not, if it starts to switch up and a break structure based on this, let's say the H1 time frame, I want to see a real break structure right around here to continue to the upside, then I'm going all day towards this negative 27% in confluence with my H4 key level right here. All right, so I kind of wanted to depth on that specific talk right there, but I just really wanted to really let you guys know my thought process when it comes to this right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to EU. All right, so last time that we were on, what I said to you guys was, hey, listen, what I'm going to be looking for is for a level of support to be formed right here. I'm looking for price to push up, which it did, push down, which it did. Well, first, let me actually go to the M30. I'm pretty sure you can see it clear. So what I was looking, we were talking probably somewhere around like this area right here. What I was looking for was for price to break structure here, and it didn't do it. It like just got there. So I said, hey, listen, price is gonna push up. It did. Hopefully it'll break this area. It didn't break it technically. It got up there, but like a full bullish candle to close up here, it did not. Push down, push up. So it did hold this level of support for a while. And then what do we see? Continue. So honestly, I just didn't even look at EU after that. I was out, you know, my stop loss, whatever. All right. It continued to the downside. There is another level of minor support right here. All right. Minor level of support right here. And we'll have to see as time continues what this is going to do. Now, why am I saying that? In the manner I'm saying it, because look at this, guys. Like this is just literally in a level of consolidation. We see this consolidation over here, and then we see this consolidation over here. Like this is a consolidation area that's been in this area since May of last year, and it's only 560 pips, which is a good amount of area through here, this area right here. But literally for 200 days, nah, man, like this is annoying when it comes to EU right now. Price really just likes this area right here. There was a level of consolidation kind of right here. Let me see in the past. Yeah. So, you know, price may stay here for a little bit longer. I don't know, but I guess we'll see over time what this is going to do. Me personally, I'm kind of getting annoyed with you, to tell you the truth. All right, I'm just going to continue. Let's look at UJ. So when it comes to UJ, I told you guys, hey, listen, it's going to go to this green box right here, which is 38.2, which it did. All right, let's go to H4. And the reason why I said it would just get to 38.2 and then continue is because the sellers are just very strong in this area. So I don't want to get antsy and just hop in on this sell. I would rather go to the M30 time frame and wait for a break of structure. So this is pretty clear. I love the fact that it pushed down heavily. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Because the thing is, I don't want it to just, you know, make like a pullback like this and then it breaks something small like that. I like the fact that it pushed down that much because it gives me a clear look for that break structure that I'm always looking for. Break structure, then retest. So I need for price to close past. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I need for price to close past on this M30 time frame. Hopefully we can be able to get it on the H1 time frame. Close past this level of support, right? So do something like this. Let me make this. Close past that level, retest. And what I want to do is I want to see a bearish candle engulf a bullish candle on this M30, hopefully even on the H4 time frame. If I see that, like, you know, F it, I'm just gonna give in. Now, JPY pairs are notorious for doing this, the rules, doing this, and then continuing to 61.8 still, which is kind of annoying. So that's why I say, you know what, let me just wait to the, you know, the H1 time frame to see that same exact thing I'm looking for. All right, I see it clearly. You know, I don't mind missing out on some pips. Okay, so we'll have to see how this is gonna go. But as time continues, we'll be able to see. I would like for this to pull up a little further. I don't know if it is, honestly, but we'll see as time continues. So essentially, I am looking for this downside movement. But first, I need to have something nice close under this area, okay? And then retest, and then I got to look for the bearish engulfing and then continue to the downside, all right? I think GJ is the same exact thing, but I think it continue to push up. Let's see. All right, yeah, I think it did the same exact thing. So right at the 38.2 area, right? We found a level of support right here. Let's go to the M30 time frame. It seems a little clearer. I'm looking for the same exact thing. It's just for GJ, you're gonna catch more pips, which is beautiful. So I wouldn't rush into this one at all, I'm telling you. Right? If anything, I'd just look in the H1 time frame, not even mess with the M30. Right? Because you see how it starts to pull down, pull down, pull down, and then continue to push up. I'm pretty sure that this is the level of actual support right there. All right, let's see how this is gonna move. I wouldn't be surprised. The same exact thing that you see right here is gonna be the same exact thing that you're gonna see over here, the level of consolidation. So that's why I'm saying just chill, just wait. I wouldn't be surprised it's gonna be the same exact thing, and then continue to push up. I wouldn't be surprised. 61.8. So I'll just wait a little bit. I wouldn't make a move on either side, up or down, but you know, that's just me. I follow a specific way to trade, and that's just what I'm gonna do. So those are my actual 4 major pairs. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into we call it gold, right? And if anything, before we actually get into gold, we actually have a website, fxpronow.com. And on fxpronow.com, this is obviously our home and where we have everything, right? And what you'll be able to actually see on here is we actually have a Telegram group. And with our Telegram group, you can be able to get access to like-minded people just like yourself that are looking to learn how to trade. And you can be able to get access directly to myself if you have any questions or if you need some more support and stuff like that. Add yourself into here so you can be able to actually get into get our updates and stuff like that. Also, a way that you can be able to get our updates, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, and I want to make sure that everybody on here goes ahead and goes into fxpronow.com right now, and then put your email in here so that you can be able to get notified on any time that I'm actually doing something. This is brand new, so if you haven't done this yet, go ahead and do this so you can be able to get access to the emails that we send out every single week. I keep the emails minimal You know, I'm not crazy when it comes to the emails, but this is very important, right? Now, the option for you HugosWay should be on there because it works on my side. Now, if you're new into Forex and stuff like that and you want to learn the basics, go ahead and actually click onto this button so you can be able to go into our actual YouTube and you can be able to learn the basics of Forex. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button and then go ahead and click on the bell so that you can be able to get access to our stuff right away. Now, if you're really looking to go to the next level and learn how to trade, you can be able to actually click on this button right here to take our actual advanced course. And with our advanced course, we have two different courses. We have an online course and we have an in-person course. You can be able to pick your course. So next in-person course is actually going to be this week. If you want to be able to get access to the next one, you can be able to always be able to be up to date over here. You can also put your email over here so you can be able to always be up to date for anything major that's coming up for the courses specifically. Go ahead and click on the online course button so you can be able to see everything that you can be able to get access to when it comes to the actual course itself. For example, I literally had on here exactly everything that's on here, specifically like what type of trader should I be? To, you know, how do I start marking on my charts? Because I know you probably have questions doing that. How do I know if the market is going to continue to go up or down? How do I know if I should, how do I confirm that it's actually going to go up and down? Mind you, everything that's in here is exactly, I promise you, what I talk about here, but now I go in depth and I break down to you how this is moving. Man, AU is really pushing. It's really pushing now. Good stuff. Because I entered again over here, so this is nice. All right, and then from there, how can I visually see how the market is going to continue? How do I know how far price is going to retrace? You know, it's retracing. How do I know how far it's going to do that? And then from there, how do I know how fast or where price should go after? So essentially, where should I put my take profit in? How fast is it going to get there? Wouldn't that be cool to be able to know that? And then from there, exactly when do I enter? I think that's important. Would you agree? And then from there, how do I know whether I should stay or get out of my trade? Checklist before entry. If this happens, what should I do? I give a couple of examples over here. And then the major market patterns, I go in depth on here as well. Believe me, everything that I do is documented. It's all here. And I'm adding things in here all the time. This is just the literally rubric. And I'm adding things in here all the time, like I said. Now, here's the thing. The price is actually supposed to be $9.97. But just till midnight, you're going to be able to get access to this actual course for only $4.97. Half price, man. And if you want to be able to, you know, get access to this for 3 days, you know, you don't got to put any credit card down or anything like that. You can be able to click on here and be able to get access to one portion of this course, which is actually the most important part and actually the longest part of the actual course for free for 3 days only, right? And then after that, you can be able to actually get in. Now, if you want to learn about the in-person course, you can be able to go ahead and do that. Don't just hear from me. Listen to other people that have actually taken the in-person course and then also people that have taken the online course as well. And listen to what they got to say about it. All right, guys, so let's continue to gold. I am up 150 pips on this right now. And let me tell you something. When it comes to gold, that is nothing. So, you know, I'm still getting the hang of gold. I don't think I've ever lost a trade on gold, thank God, because I'm very smart when it comes to gold. Because if you're wrong with gold, you're wrong. Right? You don't want to be on the wrong side of gold, man. So when it comes to gold specifically, how am I up 150 pips? Honestly, I think like this was given. What I mean by that is the fact that price is pushing up crazy. And I called since back in August, say, listen, this is going to push up hard. But it did. And I left these arrows so you can be able to see exactly when I called this. So what we saw is the fact that price pushed up and then it had its, you know, big pullback, which is exactly what should have happened, right? And then we had a huge push to the upside. You know, everybody saw a lot of bullish action right here. So everybody knew, okay, it's ready, right? And then in this area right here, I saw it starting to slow up a bit. And I thought this was pretty like obvious, like it's slowing up. It's getting tighter right here. It'll break to the downside. So I just entered a couple of entries in this area right here. I was in negative for a good amount of time. I didn't care. I was just waiting for this to break through. And I think everybody around the world knew the same exact thing. All right, that's why I pushed down so aggressively. So we saw the fact that price was finding a level of resistance that was never broken, pushed to the downside, and I entered somewhere around here. Anyways, so we see the continuation of this downside move, right? And what I love is the fact that it's still pushing. There's not really a pullback as of yet. There's going to be a pullback, and that's going to be okay. We'll still be up, right? But where is the take profit? Where do I see price heading towards? Well, we see a weekly key level right here, but 38.2 is all the way down here. So I'm looking for price to get to at least 38.2. But being the fact that I know the way I don't know nothing, but I've seen the way that gold works. And you see this area right here, how price pushed down, pushed up aggressively, still found that level of resistance, and then kept on pushing to the downside. So wouldn't be surprised something like that is probably going to happen. Gets 38.2, push up, and then continue to at least 61.8. I wouldn't be surprised that it will continue to 61.8 because we do find a level of support right here as well, right? I don't know if this matters, but my take profit is in this green area. I have one right here, 38.2, right? And I have one at 61.8. And even if price continues to the downside, I'm out. I'm only going to focus on these two areas right here, probably in at this 50% area, because we do see, I don't know if you know what this red is, right? But these are daily key levels. And you're going to actually learn that in the actual course itself, where it says daily and H4 key levels. So anytime you see a red line, that's a daily key level. Every time you see a green line, that's a H4 key level, right? So we see that there's key levels at both of these areas right here. No matter what, I see price heading towards this area. And you know, it's a pretty steep drop based upon where exactly I got in. Right, about 500 pips to the lowest point and about 300 pips to the highest point. Right now we're up 150 pips right now, which is beautiful. Well, I'm up 150 pips, it's just saying this, so I'm probably, my entry is probably somewhere up here, right? It's probably somewhere up there. So what is it actually? 150 to 570, beautiful. So that is what we got going on, guys. And believe me, I appreciate you guys hopping on here. I don't know, man. I find this stuff fun. It's fun when you know what you're doing. You know, it's just fun when you know what you're doing. I thank God for the understanding. No, first, I thank God for the wisdom, and then I thank God for the understanding of that wisdom, because it's changed the game for me. And I promise, all I'm looking to do is be able to actually share this wisdom with other people and make sure that they understand this. So that's why Thursdays we have a private session with people that are just in our actual course itself, because I want to make sure you guys really know this. And, you know, I'm kind of hard on them because, like, the same way I'm hard on Amy, my daughter, you know, like I expect the best, and that's it, you know. And what I'm really looking to do with the people that take the course is not just teach people how to trade, but teach people how to give as well. A portion of the people that actually, a portion of the payment from the course goes towards helping out people all around the world. What I'm looking to do is give out the course to children in third world countries. For example, my country, Haiti. And not just that, but be able to also give them laptops. Now, I got, you know, sometimes what pops into my mind is, man, what if they go out and sell these laptops and stuff like that? I don't know. I have to figure out a way to be able to make sure that, like, it's not make sure, but just give them a reason why to, like, just do this right for the long term, you know? Yeah. And then also be able to not just teach them about Forex, but teach them how to be, teach them how to think, teach them how to give as well. And then from there, like, you know, I'm thinking, you know, a lot of us are going to have a lot of money. And with that being the case, I'm into assets. I'm into investing more than just in Forex, into properties. So what if we can all come together and be able to actually invest together into real estate and into building and stuff like that. So that's like step 3. That's a while from now, and we're just gonna take our time. Believe me, guys, this is just a small portion of what our whole plan is about. My goal is to teach as many people as I can, as quickly as I can, so that we can all come together and do something major for the world. You know, not everybody's gonna see what we got. Not everybody, you know, we can't really affect the world, but we can affect the portion of the world that we can be able to affect. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to make sure that anybody that I'm around, I leave them better off than when I found them. That's just what I can do. You know, I can't really do too much, but all I can do is all I can do. All right. So I really appreciate your time. If you have any questions, if you go into the description box below, you'll be able to actually find my email. You can be able to write me directly, or you can be able to add into our Telegram and find me through there. Tomorrow, I do want to say this. So I'm going to say an announcement, so stay on. So I really appreciate your time, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and actually leave a comment below. I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace. So I'm going to continue. That's just for the video. So here's the thing, guys. Tomorrow there's actually a event, not an event, but an actual what do you call it? An actual competition that I'm going to be holding, right? So there was somebody that actually contacted me and mentioned that he made a good amount of money. So he went and sent me a video, sent me a picture. I think he made like 7 grand or something like that in 4 days. Freaking great. It's amazing. And what's even better is the fact that he made it all with the Red Blue Cloud method. And in his video, he said, with the 12-week Red Blue Cloud method, what was the competition or something like that. But either way, I thought it was an amazing idea. I'm like, oh, we are doing this. So what I will present tomorrow are the details for the 12-week Red Blue Cloud challenge. And this is what I'm going to do. For the people that are a part of the free community, because I want to make sure that it's fun for you guys as well. Because let me tell you something, like in the You Are the Indicator main chat, it's fun. I'll put it to you like that. It's fun in there. So I want to make it fun for people that are in the free group as well. So again, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing, I'm going to be giving away the details for the 12-week Red Blue Cloud challenge. So every 12 weeks, we're going to have, a giveaway of some sort, but we're going to have a lot of fun together. And our goal is to be able to just grow our accounts. And whoever has the biggest account at the end, based upon percentage, so you can start out with anything, based upon percentage, will be the winner. So tomorrow, I'll go ahead and actually give the details and what you will win in this 12-week challenge. And all you got to do is just use the Red Blue Cloud method and just keep it simple, because you know it works. And just make sure that you're in proper risk management, and you'll see how this thing goes. And you know what's so cool? The people that follow the directions most, people that are most consistent over time, are gonna win. It's gonna be very simple for the person that keeps it simple. All right. So really appreciate your time, guys. I'm gonna go drink some water, and I'll go ahead and speak to you guys soon. All right. Peace.